Hello there, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Lady. It's your boy Germ, and today is the return of everybody's favorite segment, MRWs, otherwise known as Media Review Wednesdays. And today we are going to review the latest movie that I have seen in theaters. I am, of course, talking about the horror flick It Lives Inside. This movie was it's basically like a supernatural horror film. Think of like Nightmare on Elm Street, something like that. Pretty much Insidious, supernatural type shit, except it has an ethnic twist on it. It's the first horror movie, at least American made Hollywood horror movie that I've seen that focuses on Indian people. I hope I'm saying that correctly, and that's PC. Let's hope for the best. Hopefully I don't get canceled. But yes, that focuses on Indian people, and basically it's just really focusing on their culture and everything. I'll go more into the cast and everything like that in the main review of it. But it was a good movie all in all. To give you a quick little recap, I'll just say that. But I want to go into it more. I think it was a really good film, and you know what? It's spooky season, so we're going to kick off the start of the media reviews by, going into a horror film. I might do an album next week. I've been thinking I want to review Travis Scott's album. I still have yet to listen to a song on it. I have not listened to a lot of new music that's dropped since I've moved. I don't really feel like I'm missing much, if I'm being completely honest. I know the only notable album that I know that's even going to drop soon is Drake's, and it's another Drake album. Yay. But enough about music. Let's continue talking about films after a word from some of our sponsors. Alright, y'all. Now, if it's two things that you should know about me by now, but from listening to this show, it's that number one, I love to support my friends, and number two, I love to support Black-owned businesses. And I feel like I have a chance to do both of those right now, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to shamelessly plug my homie from Atlanta. His name is Sirius, aka Cozy. He goes by those names, and he is one of the most creatively dope motherfuckers I've ever had a chance to meet. He is affiliated, of course, with my boy Kevin Wayne. Shout out him. Shout out Micah. Shout out the whole melting point. But I just want to make sure I give y'all a second to go and put y'all up on game, because I've gotten some dope ass clothes from this man, and I've heard some dope ass music from this man. If you have any second, you have some time, matter of fact, make some fucking time. Search up Sirius on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever streaming service, or even SoundCloud, and you'll be able to find his Phases EP, which is once again some dope shit. And if you go to Sirius.shop, I'm telling you right now, you are going to see some of the hottest clothes you can find out on the market right now, made by somebody who's not got a whole bunch of giant ass endorsements around him. He's doing this by himself. He's doing this on his own. And I'm telling you, he's making some real quality shit. Anybody that's seen me in person knows I've been rocking some of his clothes for a good minute now. I got two of my favorite shirts in my collection from him. I still need to get more. Y'all better stop sleeping. Real clothing hours. Get in tune, stupid.
Hey there. Do you ever feel like you're getting old? Do you ever feel like the days are just slowly melding into one another and you can't really tell which one is which anymore? Like you can't remember if it's Monday or if it's Thursday, or if it's February or if it's June, or if it's 2022 or if it's 2025. If you start to go through that feeling of just feeling like you're too old, or just feeling like your best days are getting behind you, maybe what you need is a pep boost, and maybe what you need to do is read a book about someone else and their trials and their tribulations and their experiences as they grew older, as they became their own person. And you can do that by reading the good book made by my amazing sister-in-law, Lucy Smalls. The book is called Margie Wadsworth's Unforgettable Senior Year. As you can tell by the name, it's all about her senior year of high school, loosely based. It's not exactly it. It's not 100% one-to-one, but it's loosely based. But it's an amazing story just about all the trials and tribulations she had to go through, all the juggling she had to do between family, responsibility, schoolwork, love, All of that, and this was before she had even got to college and met my brother. So this is a story that if you have any woman in your life that just wants to read something that's going to relate to her, that's going to connect to her and her growth, this is the story for them. I'm going to tell you right now, whether she be young, whether she be older, get this book. This book is going to make a big impact on a woman in your life. They're going to love to have this present. I know a lot of my listeners are male, but get this book for the important woman in your life. She will appreciate it. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. You might want to read the book your damn self, because it's just a damn good book. Go do it.
So to start things off, It Lives Inside is a film that was written by Vishal Dutta and directed by him, and it was made in production with Neon QC Entertainment and Bright Light Pictures. They initially started making this in 2021, the year after the bad year that nobody wants to talk about, and pretty much it was like I said in the intro, this was a movie that he wanted to make a supernatural horror that was basically going to be more centered around Indian people, their ethnic heritage, and stuff like that. So it stars, and let me make sure I have her name in front of me so I don't butcher this one, Megan Suri and Neeru Bajwa. So they both star as the two leads. They are Samita and Porna. So the story pretty much tells Samita's story. She's the main character. Porna is the best friend. So Samita is pretty much an Indian girl. She's trying to assimilate into high school. You know, she's got the white friends. She's got all that, and she don't want. She doesn't want to be known as the Indian girl. She's trying to be normal by Eurocentric standards. God bless her fucking soul. And so she's doing all this. Her mom is already telling her, you tweaking. You need to go out there, rep your shit. Dad is just like, you know what? You're a teenager. I'm not going to do this shit with you. Just do what you want. And that's pretty much could be a movie within of itself. But next thing you know, we are introduced to Porna in the movie, and she is coming into the movie looking like she just got out of the Ring movie. She's always carrying around this jar. It's black. She's always tweaking the fuck out. She looks like she hasn't showered. She looks like she hasn't slept. She looked bad. Shit ain't right. And we see her even feeding something, whatever is in this jar. She's just feeding it meat that apparently makes it happy, but at the same time it like cracks a little bit. It's a whole bunch of mess. So eventually Porna goes to Samita. She asks her for some help. Samita's just like, I ain't trying to fuck with this shit, girl. You out here blowing my whole fucking vibe out here. I can't be seen with you. She gets mad as fuck that she's even talking to her and being all weird and shit. Slaps the jar out of her hand. And Porna had already tried to explain to her, yo, this is some real deep shit. Like I got demons on my ass. Not like just on some like metaphorical, hypothetical, like, I'm going through some like trauma. Like, no, there is a demon on me, bitch. I need help. And Samita wasn't hearing that shit. Slaps the jar out of her hand. Whole bunch of just black dust just falls on the ground. I think that shit just blew up into the. I was high when I was watching the movie, but I was paying enough attention to like be able to tell y'all about this shit. So after that, she just like, all right, you tweaking. She feel bad for her and everything. She try to go check on her friend because her friend just like, bitch, you just fucked up. Stop coming after me, bitch. I'm about to die. And so she's going through all that. And so she's just like, yo, bitch, you're tripping. And so she leaves. She goes to go get their teacher. The teacher is a nice black woman. She is honestly the best teacher that I've seen in one of these movies in a long time. Her name was it was played by Betty Gabriel. She played the teacher. Her name was Joyce. Wonderful teacher. And so she goes to go get the teacher. By the time she comes back, something is taking her. Like you see that's one of the scares in the movie. Something is taking her. Something done fucking took her out. I'm spoiling the whole movie. If you were planning on seeing this, I'm sorry. You might want to skip this. You might want to go to the start. I'm going to leave a timestamp inside the episode because I'm about to spoil this whole shit. But yeah, and so After that, that's when shit starts to get real. This girl has a demon after her. She started having bad dreams. She getting linked to the spirit realm. It looked like I thought the girl was in the spirit realm. I thought her friend was like getting ready to get eaten and get killed and shit. But it turns out she was you know, she was just linked with the demon for some reason. So after that, it's a good movie. It has nice jump scares. Everything that was it was it's scary, but it's not like gratuitous. So there was no points where it was just like, oh my goodness, I wish I wouldn't even seen that, or it made my stomach sick. No, it's just a movie about a demon that's chasing after this girl. It is very. It was cool in the sense that like it felt like a movie that was like, I don't want to. This sounds weird to say because I know this is like an awkward way of saying that I know nothing about Indian culture, but it felt like I was learning more about like Indian culture as I was watching it. I need an Indian friend. And so that was just a very interesting thing about the movie. You just saw how they dealt with it. They had a whole little plan after she went to her mom and explained to her what the fuck was going on. That and right, and like she had tried to like get help from her little boyfriend or whatever, this little white guy that she had gotten into. The demon fucked him up. That is the funniest part of the movie. That demon fucked that dude up. That demon just literally just took his ass on a swing and was just like choking the shit out of him. Some horrifying shit, but it was hilarious. It's not hilarious to watch anyone die, but I didn't think it was well directed at that point. And plus, I thought she was being stupid. She suffered from dumb like blonde syndrome in this movie. Samita did, but it was to be explained because she was trying to rebel so much, and she was just a young teenager who didn't know better. So I'll give her a benefit of the doubt. But her mama came up with a good plan. Demon actually came in and fucked her dad up. I don't know if the dad died. We actually never get confirmation on that. Came in, just stabbed that nigga in his back. You don't see the demon at all. Like it's invisible, but like until the end. But fucked him up. Then slapped the shit out the mama. And they had food for it and everything. I don't know what the food was supposed to do. I wasn't exactly sure. I don't know if they explained that. But they made it a whole ass fucking like tray of shit, and they had a whole like little prayer thing going. It looked good. And so after that, that's the climax of the movie. She goes to the house because she figures out, okay, in the house where the demon originally was like linked to, because in the intro I didn't want to. In the cold intro, there's like whoever it was initially brought over into Samita and Porna's area by, that family or person is dead because of it. I missed the first 5 minutes. It was some Actually it was more than 5 minutes. I missed a little chunk of that little film. I'm annoyed by that, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But that and then she just goes in there, she tries to fight that motherfucker. Doesn't really work that well. She does some soul shit that's supposed to kill her because she was trying to do it by herself, the little chant that she needed to do to get the demon out of there. But eventually, she gets Porna to wake up. They link together, and the power of friendship defeats the fucking demon. And that's how the movie just sort of goes about. Actually, no, because they don't even defeat it. She sucks that motherfucker into herself, so she has it inside of herself. She has the demon inside of her. Such is the title of the movie. It lives inside. And so the movie ends with her like, I think it's like it was a little cold scare where it's like you think something is about to happen because it's like she just got it in there and she just like, if it ever comes back, we'll do what we did again. And it's like it leaves itself open for a sequel, which would be cool, I think. But it was just like, where would you go with it at this point? Because you already know how to defeat it. Like, what happens at this point aside from her just becoming possessed by it and just hurting people? Which actually, now that I think about it, that sounds pretty good. That would actually be a pretty good thing. But overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being how your stomach feels after you eat some mushrooms and you go to the end of your trip and it's like you get that bad little bubble guts. Y'all, if you know. And then 10 being akin being how it feels to shoot the game-winning shot in the NBA Finals in Game 7. I would give this movie, honestly, in terms of just enjoyment of it, I would give it a nice solid 7. I had a good time watching it. It was entertaining, kept me engaged. The characters were stupid, but they were horror movie stupid, and you have to always go in expecting that. I would go see this again. I think the lead honestly did a real good job. Megan Suri is a good actress. I liked the family. They seemed like the family seemed natural. Like the family just seemed very natural. That was just a good thing that I liked about it. It wasn't a big cast. It wasn't like they had a whole bunch of people in there who didn't serve a purpose. It was nice, contained cast, and everybody did their own thing. And I liked it. It's a good fucking movie. So go watch this movie. Now that I've spoiled it for you, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you. Um, and yeah, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you got to do on all of those streaming platforms that you're listening in on. And other than that, have a beautiful rest of your day. This has been Germ. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to spark one up and take my black ass to bed.